Hi, this is a short intro into what we need for the Rugby Sevens match slides and session slides. So to put it into context for you, the rugby tournament is women's and men's, split into three pools, A, B and C, and then in a session, B2, which is France, plays B4, Kenya. So everybody within their pool plays each other for three sessions. Session 1 is on Saturday afternoon, Session 2 Saturday evening, and then Session 3 on the Sunday. But then on Sunday afternoon we start going into what we call the quarterfinals. So we look towards who is going to be in the bottom quarter, that's placing 9 to 12. For those two matches, and then we go through to quarterfinals. Same thing again in the afternoon. The next day into semi-finals, and then into the medal matches. What we want to do is produce two things. One would be a session slide showing what's coming up in that session, and then a match slide. That's one slide in English and in Portuguese for every match. French versus Spain, New Zealand, Kenya, so on and so on for every session. And then obviously have the template ready that we can drop it in for these matches where they are where Team A and Team B are dependent on results. So for that, I've prepared an enormous spreadsheet, and the information you need is basically in between these two red lines. So match 1 is Pool B, France versus Spain in English. That's the first slide we need, and I've called that Rugby Women's Match Slide English 101, and then 101.5 is the same slide but in Portuguese. So all of these ones where we know who the participants are can be done early, and that's described here and placed to be created. Then later, when we get the results of those first 18 matches, then we build them in between sessions or do them overnight. So that was very crude. This is what our Sport Manager has signed off against. So this side would be the Rio 2016 logo or pebble. Camera right would be the Rugby Sport pebble and the match number there. On the second line is whether we put it as a Pool A match, a quarterfinal, a bronze medal or a gold medal. Now just to note that when we're doing these placings, we're not going to highlight that it's not for anything down the tree, as it were. So we'll leave that blank for those matches. So match 19 would be blank on the second line, and that's been noted here. Where's match 19? There we go. It's a placing match, so you leave that blank. So in reality, if you click on place to be created, click that off and just do Rio headquarters, these are the ones here that you can create in advance. So if you're able to save them as the same file name, 101, 101.5, 102, 102.5, I know that match 1 is 101, I know that match 9 is 109. So that gives us some continuity throughout the days, and there will be 18 matches for women, 18 matches for the men, and then one slide in English, one slide in Portuguese. That's for the match slides. If we could also have in a similar template, and I'll leave that up to you, that we can pre-input what we'd like to do for the first session for the women. So that's pool matches 1 through 6. So you would get that information from this one. So matches 1 through 6. So it looks like this on screen without the time. We don't need the times. We need match number, and even just that column, the countries, again in English and Portuguese. And again, we will use the template that you have done to then fill in all the session slides once we know the quarterfinals and the semis and the medal matches for both the women and the men. In any case, you can call me at any time if you need further explanation, and thanks so much.